Everyone will be shocked by what they do next, but it's all for you. Don't ignore this message, my dear child. Behind the curtain, something is already happening, and it's all related to you. Someone's heart is still pounding because their next move is going to alter everything you previously believed. Continue to the very end. Your entire world will change as a result of the impending revelation. You've been experiencing it lately, don't you? There's a weird tug in the air, a hint that something is going to happen. It's not a coincidence. It's getting ready. A move that will surprise everyone is being planned in secret. But you'll realize it wasn't intended to hurt you when you see why. All of it was for your eyes. They have been seeing your fortitude, perseverance, and capacity to endure when no one had faith in you. What has been concealed for so long will now be revealed by their next move. Avoid skipping. The facts they were reluctant to reveal will soon become clear to you. Continue to the very end. Because the longer you stay, the more you'll realize that every silence, every delay, and every betrayal was really setting you up for something enormous that is about to happen. Something that will heal all of your inner wounds while shocking everyone around you. You see, someone has secretly promised something about you. They promised themselves that they wouldn't tell you until the appropriate time. Heaven itself is coordinating the time as that moment draws near. Don't scroll just yet. Bit by bit, the truth is coming to light. Their silence was a form of protection rather than rejection. Until the commotion surrounding you subsided, they had to conceal their true emotions. The universe is revealing their next move now that your spirit is strong enough to hear it. A move that will astound many who previously questioned your value. Continue to the very end. Not only will the truth surprise you, but it will also make you feel better. Every time you sobbed, you thought they had forgotten you, but in reality, they were engaged in invisible struggles to get to you. Avoid skipping. There is something enormous in store for you. People will talk about their next move, but only you will comprehend the heavenly motivation. The energy surrounding you has been rapidly changing. The signs are showing up in groups of 3. Unexpected messages, well-known music, and names suddenly reappearing. That isn't arbitrary. That's how heaven gets your soul ready for what's going to happen. Your name has already been written on a message. It's not traveling along the typical route. It's coming from someone whose heart holds the truth you've been longing to hear. This explains why the air feels different these days. It is carrying a secret that is exclusive to you. The world will be shocked by my darling child's next move, which will demonstrate that every delay has a divine purpose. You won't believe how this plays out, so stay until the very end. They are currently accumulating bravery. They have been practicing their speech, rewriting messages, and gazing at your photo to determine whether now is the appropriate moment. They are getting closer to disclosing what they have concealed with each heartbeat. Avoid scrolling. This is your affirmation. You'll see a clue in the next few hours, such as an unexpected call, an overly intimate music, or an unexpected message that grabs your attention. Know that it's the start of their move when it occurs. Everyone will discuss this move. Continue to the very end. Something that seemed unattainable is about to happen to you. People around you won't believe the change they witness when their quiet breaks. Heaven has been anticipating this alignment, my little kid. It's about destiny, not simply love. After spending ages apart, two spirits ultimately cross paths. You are only a few seconds away from understanding why everything had to go exactly as it did, so don't skip. One scene at a time, the truth will play out like a movie, with each one unveiling a new secret motive. When the final secret is revealed, your tears will be ones of relief rather than agony. You'll realize at last that it was all for you. Someone is still getting ready to deliver their word. Their heart is whispering your name, their hands are trembling, and their minds are racing. They are aware that nothing will ever be the same after they execute this action. Avoid skipping. This is what the universe wants you to hear. Their next action is motivated by enlightenment rather than fear or guilt. They've come to the realization that you cannot be replaced. They're done pretending that you weren't the one who helped them throughout their darkest hours. Continue to the very end. You're going to witness how their absence turns into the greatest evidence of your love. The next event is not arbitrary. The timing of its writing is wonderful. What was broken will soon be repaired by truth, but remember, my child, stay calm when this happens. Their confession will shake others, but it's meant to heal you, says Archangel Michael. The forces that once tried to separate you are now powerless. Stay until the very end because heaven is getting ready to hoist you in front of everyone who misjudged your value. People who pretended to be friends will disclose their jealousy, others who once made fun of your journey will suddenly become silent. The next 48 hours are a turning point where energies collide and destinies change. My dear child, your faith was the seed that made all of this possible. Every tear watered the soil for this revelation. Now, their next move is the bloom of everything you endured in silence. Don't skip this moment. Don't scroll, stay with me until the very end, because the next section of this message will reveal a truth that has been concealed since the beginning. Your story is about to become proof that divine justice is real, and even the angels are whispering your name in awe because they see how gracefully you carried your pain. They've been observing your recent changes, your serenity, your glow, your silence that speaks louder than words, and it's drawing them in like gravity. They're realizing that what they lost was never just a person, but rather a miracle wrapped in human form. The person whose move will shock everyone is already closer than you think. You've been through storms, my dear child, but now the sky is clearing. Their next move will prove that heaven never forgot you. Hold on until the very end because what's going to happen will restore your faith in love, divine timing, and the invisible hand that has been directing everything behind the scenes. You've come this far for a purpose, and the following few sentences contain what your heart has been waiting for. Don't skip this section, my dear child, something significant is quietly working in your favor. What's happening next is the exact moment heaven wants your eyes to see. Don't scroll because the people who once made fun of you will soon be shocked. Their next move is not random. It is planned, timed, and blessed by divine alignment. Behind every delay, there was preparation, behind every no, there was protection, and now, the moment for revelation is being written by invisible hands. Their action will reveal the truth that has been concealed for months, put an end to rumors, shatter illusions, and cause even your adversaries to pause and observe. Stay until the very end because what's about to happen is not insignificant, it's heaven's way of telling you that you were never forgotten. They have stayed silent for a long time because they were terrified of how the world would respond, that moving in your direction would start a storm. However, This fear is starting to fade since something greater is pushing their hearts and won't allow them to continue ignoring the truth. Don't miss this moment, every second matters. Their next move is going to startle everyone around them, but their gaze will be only on you. The bond between you has endured too much to fade away, stillness and distance can't erase it. They're not done with you, they're preparing something that will leave you dumbfounded, and it's closer than you think. When they make their move, people will finally realize why nothing else ever worked for them. Stay to the end. This is a sacred turn of destiny, according to Archangel Michael. The forces that once stood in your way are now disintegrating, and what was taken from you is being restored tenfold, silently, and unstoppably. However, my child, you must remain composed when the news reaches you. Don't scroll, because what you're about to see will test your composure. Stay till the end. Heaven is revealing secrets that were never supposed to remain hidden. People will talk, stories will twist, but only you will know the divine truth behind it. Their next move will not only surprise others, but it will awaken something deep inside of you that reminds you of who you are and what you deserve. It's not a memory, it's a confirmation. Don't skip this next section because it contains the turning point. A meeting is being set up in silence. When you see their face again, or when their message appears, you'll feel that same familiar pull, that same energy that once made your soul tremble. One conversation that will completely change your story. Someone is repeatedly practicing what to say, terrified but determined. Their next move is monumental, not just emotional. They are going to do something that heaven will call divine, but others will call insane. Stay until the very end because you will understand why you were asked to wait, to hold on, and to trust the unseen. My dear child, don't scroll now. The energy in your life is already changing, and the atmosphere around you is getting ready to announce this change. All of your tears, prayers, and sleepless nights have brought you to this point. When they do speak, it won't be a small apology, rather, it will be an awakening and a confession that will change your lives forever. Their next move will shock everyone because it's the one thing no one thought they'd ever do. They're breaking patterns, defying expectations, and risking everything to follow what their soul whispers, you. Stay till the end. If you experience sudden warmth in your chest or chills down your arms, that's heaven signaling that the timeline is active. Archangel Michael says, when you see the number 3 appear repeatedly, or when a sudden wind passes by, know this, their decision has been made. Their path is obvious. This isn't a coincidence, it's divine choreography. You're standing at the intersection of fate and faith, and every sign has been guiding you here. It's your responsibility to take their next step. Don't skip it now that you're this close. Something within of them has woken, and the truth that was hidden by pride and fear is now demanding to be said out loud. People will be astonished and wonder, why now? Why them? But you'll know in your heart that it's because heavenly timing finally whispered, go. Hold on till the very end. They didn't forget you, they were developing into the version of themselves that could finally stand by you fearlessly, and now that moment has arrived. You are the calm before their storm. Time will seem to stop the moment their words reach you, all suffering, silence, and unanswered questions will dissolve into understanding. This is crucial, my darling child. Don't scroll. Their next move will come as a surprise. It could be a call, a visit, or something you happen to see, but when it does, your heart will drop for a second before filling with warmth. It will feel surreal, as if the world has stopped to let your story continue. That's how you'll know it's divine. Stay until the very end. Everything that went wrong in the past is going to make sense. What hurt you will now become your healing. What left you will now return with purpose. Heaven is silently observing this moment with reverence because your name is being whispered in divine chambers. The person whose next move will shock everyone was once the cause of your tears, but now they will be the cause of your peace. This shift is not karma, it's restoration, it's divine balance returning to your life after seasons of silence. Stay until the very end, you'll start noticing little things. They're saying, it's time. Their next action won't just surprise you. It will heal the version of you that once longed for clarity. Your dreams will feel more vivid, the same song will play repeatedly, random individuals will mention their name. These are not coincidences, they are affirmations. It will provide closure, but not the type that concludes a story, rather, it will start one over. Breathe deeply, my dear child, because what's about to happen is your cue to get ready. Their next move will be revealed to the public, and others will witness it. The same people who were skeptical of your connection will now be at a loss for words. Don't skip. Heaven wants you to remain grounded. This isn't just an emotional event, it's spiritual justice taking place in real time. They're going to choose you completely, fearlessly, and openly, the kind of move that erases every lie told behind your back. Archangel Michael says, let peace guide your answer. When it happens, don't rush to respond. Breathe. Let heaven finish what it started. Even though their next move is for you, its power comes from divine timing. Stay until the very end because this moment will feel like destiny finally arriving home. Let your tone be one of love rather than fear. Because others won't be the only ones shocked when this knowledge becomes apparent. Your higher purpose will be awakened. Avoid scrolling. Remain. You're in luck because of something lovely, uncommon, and once in a lifetime. Everyone will be shocked by what they do next, but it's all for you, my darling kid. It's the end of your silent season. The process of disclosing has started. Stay here, my little child. Don't even consider scrolling. This is the moment when the narrative starts to work in your favor. You've endured enough suffering. Heaven will soon explain why each delay was a part of a bigger plan. It's almost time for everything to make sense. Every message that went unanswered, every icy quiet, every night you gazed at the ceiling and wondered why. Their next action will provide a wordless explanation of everything. You'll simply sense it. Before it ever reaches your ears, the truth will strike your soul. Continue to the very end. Because waiting is no longer the focus of this following chapter. It has to do with seeing. This has been written in secret by the cosmos, and now the page is turning in front of your eyes. Signs that they can no longer ignore are guiding them. Your name keeps coming up in their nightmares. When your energy enters their mind, their heart begins to race. Every path comes back to you, despite their best efforts to divert their attention. Avoid skipping. Even while you listen, the energy surrounding you is changing. You may experience unexpected warmth, goosebumps, or an inexplicable calm.